Welcome to Enter Scoop Phase, I'm Otaku Superior. Today we're going over my Imperialdramon build. This one is updated to BT7, which technically isn't much of an update. It was really only one card extra thrown into it, so I guess it's EX1. The deck does pop off a lot better in BT8 with two different deck builds, so until then, this isn't really a good build. Like, am I just fated to do not meta builds? Yeah, I guess it's another casual one. Yay. Fun. For eggs, it's for the BT3 Demi Vmon. It's inherit when attacking once per turn. If you have jamming, draw one. This gets dropped out in the later decks as jamming itself kind of gets phased out, as the other Vmons are just pretty much just gain 1000 DP. For level 3s, for BT2 Vmon, inherit once per turn. When this is unsuspended, draw one. This will proc off both Imperialdramons in the deck as well as the EX1 Imperialdramon. For the EX1 Vmon, inherit when it unsuspends, gain one memory. This will be happening. For starter deck 8 Vmon, we're ignoring this effect, we're not running all force. Inherit when attacking, if you've got 7 or less cards in your hand, draw one. Couple tech options. Sayakamon, Madoki Betamon. Sayakamon blocks Digivolution Reduction. Madoki Beta blocks your opponent from gaining memory except for tamer effects. These tech options adjust to your meta. I could also see you cutting some of these Vmons to get a couple more of these. Also note, I'm not running these jamming Vmons. Well, yeah, it is jamming. Works with a Digi-Egg. Kind of opted against that as you'll typically want to evolve your breeding area Mon up to something higher than a rookie, who's just going to swing, break one, and then just die. Level 4s, for EX1, X Vmon has jamming, works with a Digi-Egg. Inherit will give your Imperialdramon and your Imperialdramons jamming as well. For EX1 Stingmon, exact same as the XVmon, just instead of jamming, it's piercing. It synergizes decently with the EX1 Imperialdramon as it just suspends an opponent's Digimon. This effect isn't really going to be happening as much. The other option would have been just the older champion XVmon, which doesn't really work too well with this, since I'm not running the jamming Vmons anymore. Two Kumamons from BT7. This was the upgrade from I was running Global-Mons before, as the Davis Tamer that you run is pretty much dead once you play it, so if you've got duplicates of Davis out, yeah, evolve one into a Kumamon. Also just great to have a hybrid on kill turn. When you Digivolve this, you trash one Digivolution from the bottom of one of theirs. That's fine. It's better than nothing. That's why it's the replacement over Lobomon, because Lobomon was just vanilla. The level 5s, for EX1 Imperialdramon. When Digivolving, if you got a free Digimon and its sources, unsuspend, which you will. This works well with the EX1 XVmon. You attack with it with jamming, evolve it. Swing again. Inherit prevents your Imperialdramons from being blocked. Not really that amazing. Blockers are kind of being phased out a little bit, unless, you know, you're running into a black deck. And 4 BT3 Imperialdramon has jamming, works with your Digi-Egg. Inherit lets your Imperialdramon unsuspend once per turn, which will proc these. To level 6. For EX1 Imperialdramon. When Digivolving, if you've got a free Digimon in its sources, which you will, this unsuspends, and you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Proc your Vmons with the unsuspend inherits, and for everything under it in sources, it gains 1000, which is fine. This means with a full stack of sources, it will be 15k, and it will then be able to kill mostly every Digimon that pops up. It'll end up tying with a 15k level 7 if it runs into it, but it'll survive every other Digimon in security. It's still going to be only 11k on your opponent's turn. 3 BT3 of the blue Imperialdramon Dragon Mode. This is pretty much just filler, this one or the green one. We picked this one because 1, it's blue, we have a Tech Omnimon in here, the green can't evolve into it, and 2, the jamming's gonna go off a little bit more often than the piercing, but that's all you get off this guy. It's not that amazing. It will get dropped for the starter deck Imperialdramon, or, you know, fighter modes. Of course, jamming does work with this, so... 1 level 7, BT1 Omnimon. I would normally be running the BT5 one, as it's a little cheaper to play and keeps up with your aggro plays. Since I don't have Cocatus Breath, this is the only removal option I have for dealing with level 7s. Tamers, for Davis. I like running 4Fs, force consistency. On play, look at top 3, add a blue and a green. Not a lot of green in this deck, it's just the Stingmons, so you're really only grabbing one card. You might get the second, but the odds of it happening are very low. This will get better in BT8 with the dual colors though, and it's a memory fixer. Start your turn if you're 2 or less, going through memory. Good to have one on board, and then any duplicates that happen to be on the board, you just evolve those into Kumamons. For options, 1 Ice Wall, it's limited for a reason, we're running it. 4 Hammer Sparks, cheap play extender. 1 V-Wing Blade. This is just cheap removal because, again, I can't get Cocatus Breaths. This would be replaced with 1. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's more just a template than anything else. Most of it does get dropped with the upcoming starter deck and BT8. Until then, it's decent. So this wasn't meta. Okay, thanks for watching and stuff. Bye.